Hello YouTube, this is Remy, signing in from a Minecraft world. We are currently in creative mode, just for this intro, or right now for the intro. I'm going to start a new series here, and I've already done some work in it just to give you a general idea of what the series is going to be, because I thought it would be kind of hard to explain without examples and whatnot. But over where we started is near the spawn. I don't think it's the actual spawn, but it's close to it. And I have a few chests set up over here. But what this series is going to be, it's going to be my main single-player building series. And you can see some of the builds that I have for you in the background, and I know it looks weird because part of it's not rendered in. And you probably don't know what it is. So this is stuff that I got, ran into a dungeon. This wool isn't legitimate stuff that I cheated in with creative mode. And there will be some... Actually, I cheated it in with MC Edit and then picked it up. So, this is going to be a building Let's Play, but it's not going to be a vanilla building Let's Play. Or at least not... It's going to be vanilla, but it's not going to be survival. 100%. I'm going to have rules, and let me grab my rules. I wrote them out, and I'll probably reword them to be a little bit clearer and simpler and everything. But I'll read you those in a second. But this is going to be a survival thing, where we do everything in peaceful, building-wise. Or not peaceful, everything in survival, building-wise. And we build like I have over here. This is a giant crane. And it's not that good of a crane, but it's good enough for now. We will probably get rid of it, because this is... I have a whole other island. This is actually kind of a big island we're on. But I have a whole other island for mining, because it has a stone beach. And you'll notice this wool here, and I'll get to that in a second. So you see here a crane, and actually, I think it's not that bad of a crane. Let's go over on this hill behind the house and take a look at it. Actually, I can fly. So, I thought it was kind of good, you know, something I did quickly, and I actually did do it in survival. I wasn't flying around building this. I did, just to get this done faster, I did go into creative and fly up and down putting this gray wool. But there's a little platform down there that I can bring up, and actually the platform is really small compared to the rest of it, but, you know, I found a ravine. I wanted to build a crane. And I'll get to the orange wool in a second, but got us a kind of maintenance platform, the actual platform, and you can walk out here all the way and take a look down there. And then we have this big counterweight over here. It's actually not sized properly, but I was thinking of filling it with storage of stuff, so let's just drop here. So yeah, it's not that bad of a building. If we ever do, well, we're gonna do other ones, but we'll do them differently next time. And this is just the starter house that I built to kind of show you the style that I'm gonna go for. I know most people haven't seen my build style. I have done the building for the Laputa floating island build, but that is very plain. I'm basically still working on the framework and not doing any detail stuff like this. So this is kind of my usual build style. You can probably get a pretty good legitimate look, and keep in mind that this is just mostly working with wood here. Stone will look a bit different and everything. But I found this island, and we'll fly around this island here. And again, we'll get to this orange wool in a second. It kind of goes off, and there's a little loading error here, but it goes off in this direction a little bit. There's like a peninsula, and it goes off in this direction. I don't know how far. I haven't actually flown all the way to the end, if there is an end. And then over here, there are some islands and stuff. And over here, that way, quite a ways, well, not quite a ways, but a little ways off, is a stone beach biome that goes into extreme hills. And so I thought that would be good for our mining expeditions. And this orange wool here and the orange wool there is to mark off a bridge that I'm going to build. And we'll get into that in a second again. But yeah, so I thought that this was going to be, as soon as it loads in, it's actually quite impressive. I think it goes up quite a ways. And that's just kind of cool. But yeah, I thought that this would make a good, like, iron working factory island over here. And over there will be the residential areas. We are going to build like a society kind of a thing. It's going to be a town hall, police station, you know. And it will all be relatively themed the same. However, we are going to have some clashing of style. Style is the wrong word. Clashing of, I guess, fantasy. This is a very technical, almost steampunky, but not really. You know, this thing actually also exists in real life, and we are going to do some magical builds that would not exist in real life just because magic is part of Minecraft. But the main thing I hope to get in this is we're going to make it not your generic Let's Play, or building Let's Play. And so each time I make a build, that's a non-residential build. This is a oops, I forgot I was in creative. This is a residential build here. I think, do I have a button? Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. That is wrong, that is wrong. There we go. That's better. This would be a residential build. It's just the house that I set up to have a bed. I think my spawn is set to this currently. There's nothing real special about it. It's just a place for a bed. So every non-residential area will have a purpose, and it'll be a purpose that I might have to cheat in, meaning I'll spawn me a command block and make it, you know, actually accessible, or it'll be a purpose that I do off camera. And so this purpose of this is to have a good strip mining place down here, which I've just carved out a little bit. And this one I had to cheat just to get the lava pushed back. And in the future I won't cheat to do that. I'll actually do it by hand, but since I was doing this all off camera as the example kind of build, I figured I could do that. And I bombed this out with TNT that I cheated in, because the ravine used to stop here. As you can see, came through here, went this way, and I've done some caving down here, and all the caving was legit. All the resources I have in those chests that you saw are legit. And we should really make this platform a bit bigger, but oh well. And I think this looks cool, because you know how you'll have like big ropes and they'll be capped off with metal ends? I thought that was a good kind of representation of that. Anyway, I digress. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine, you know, in survival down here, strip mine. We'll probably clear out a little bit of area, put chests on here, and everything that I have here, I will, off camera, bring up to the surface so that I don't have to walk everything up, because I might have several loads of stuff. And I'll do that in creative off camera. And that's the purpose of this build. And because I've built it, it allows me to kind of cheat. And I know that this back here wouldn't really have doors. It would be filled with a weight. You know, it would be like a solid block of something. But I just made it a little area to store stuff. So that's kind of the idea we're going for. So like, let's say I make a um, I don't know. Let's say we make a well, the bridge. We're gonna make this bridge. This bridge isn't really gonna do anything special that I'm gonna do off camera, but it allows me to freely uh, move stuff without having to boat it across. And I might set up like, because it's going to be a pretty big bridge, I might set up a hidden railway system so that I can cart things back and forth. And that might be the purpose of the bridge, is just to get things back and forth from one island to the other faster. And because I built it, I'm allowed to use it. But other things will be like if I have a mage tower or something and he sets up a portal um, to another mage tower on the other end of town, I might set up a teleporting system between the two. And because I built the two towers and they're mage towers and it's themed like that, that's what I'm going to allow the command blocks that I put in there to do. And so it's just kind of my way to make a Let's Play interesting. It's also my way to bring in um, the aspects of the game that you can't use in survival into survival, right? Now, getting around to this orange wool. The orange wool is stuff that I set up in MC Edit or in creative mode just to plan out a build. And this is a mirrored, it's symmetrical. This side is equal to this side, even though the levels are a little bit off. But it's going to be a little bit of a storage factory building. And its main purpose will be to store everything that I bring up from down here. And this is my first mining setup. We're going to do a farming setup this session too, and I think we're going to do it over that way. I thought there was a good area over there. And all my building will be in survival. The only time I'll go into creative is either to fly around and show you stuff like I am now, or to do stuff off camera that has to do with the buildings. Like if I got a whole bunch of stuff out of there, I could bring it up. And I think I'll bring it up into this, and that's what this is for. To have a place to bring up for the crane, and I'll probably even have on top of the roof here a place where the crane is supposed to drop it off. Like a unloading area. And we might do it besides it or something, I don't know. But I just kind of marked this out as a building area. As you can see down here, and I'll actually take this up as we talk, this orange wool was placed to plan out the ground part of this. And I did build it, oh come on, in survival. I built it while I was watching a movie, actually, which is kind of why it's a little bit sporadic. I think I could have made it look better if I was actually concentrating more on it. But Netflix, my weakness, Netflix. So yeah, that's the idea of this series, and it's called Breaking Blocks because of the second aspect of this series. Now, as you know, building is kind of the main purpose of Minecraft. But there's a lot of grindiness that goes along with Minecraft stuff. And there will be a lot of times where episodes won't come out because I will just be grinding away gathering resources. It took me about 3 sessions, and granted they weren't overly long sessions, but it took me about 3 sessions. And my sessions range from like 1 to 5 hours, so there's a pretty big range in time spent in sessions, but it took me about that long to build the house, build this, and I had a little setup over here on the beach where the chests are, right there. But I took it down. It was just my spawn stuff. It was me getting wood and getting all the tools and everything. And I cheated in some tools that would last longer just so I could stop building them. But uh, I'll get rid of them. Actually, we can get rid of them now. I think they're over in this chest. And you can see how much I spent. And we'll get rid of the bow and the sword as well. You can see how much time I spent because all of this stuff is really far gone. And it's unbreaking. Just unbreaking 1, but still. I don't know, let's go throw them in lava. Sounds like a good idea. So, now, I know some people are going to be hesitant to... Whoops. I wanted to actually throw them in lava, not just get rid of them that way. I know some people are going to be hesitant, saying, oh, he's just going to cheat everything in. No, I will keep you posted on how many blocks I have and everything, how much it's taken me to build so far. If I run out of resources, I will stop and make a short little cut-in of a video to show you. Let's start over. At the beginning of a build, I'll have all the chest of resources that I've gathered for it so far. Then I'll start the build, and I'll probably do building off camera or a little bit on camera. And then as soon as I run out of resources, or if I run out of a certain type of resource, I'll cut back and say, well, this is how far I got. How far I got before I ran out of wood or I ran out of stone. So now I have to go and do that, and I'll keep you appraised to the situation, kind of a thing. Now, the next build we're going to do is not going to be the bridge. The next build we're going to do, like I said, is going to be the farm. So, let's go flying around and look for a spot. That's the other thing I'm going to do. MC Edit and Creative Mode are going to be used for planning. They are also going to be used specifically for visuals and stuff, and for some reason I thought there was an interesting place over here to build a farm, but I might be thinking of the world I generated before this one. Oh no, maybe this is it. Is this it? Mm-hmm, this is it. This little, like, island here is where we're gonna have our farm. So it's not that far away. And it's got some animals on it. There's a lot of chickens in this forest, by the way. I have so many eggs in that chest over there, you might have seen. But there's cows and pigs over here, and I think there's sheep somewhere, but it's right next to a birch forest. It's right next to this. So I have plenty of spruce and birch and oak, because these are oak leaves, so these trees decay and give you oak saplings. And I might do some things with the mushrooms around here. But I've all that wood that you saw in the chest. I'll show you how much it took me to, how much I gathered, like the area I gathered trees in. It's over this way. Yeah, it should be right here. Yep. So, you see how this area here is right up to the grass? And this area over here is right up to the grass? Yeah. All of this was cut out, all of this was cut out, parts over here were cut out, and I took down all the trees that were along. You see where the grass is dark? There were trees all over here. Took down all that. There were some trees up in here too. And I've taken down a select few trees throughout the forest as well. And I've planted more. Those birch over there were me planting, those birch there are me planting. So yeah. So this is going to be the factory. Over there is going to be the bridge. We're going to plan out on camera the spot for the farm. And I'm not going to do a lot of terraforming. As you saw, I didn't really terraform there. I kind of hollowed out the inside of where the building's going to be, but not much on the outside, and I didn't level it out or anything. And orange, being my favorite color, means we're going to use orange wool for this. So, this is going to be an animal farm, maybe a little bit of a wheat farm kind of a thing. This little cave here doesn't really go anywhere, does it? Nope. So we might build something up here. Thinking. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to read the rules. That's right. So the rules. Each time I die, I have to build a grave, and there's going to be some sort of penalty associated with the death. And that depends on how I die. If I die from falling, I might have to give up my feather falling boots for so long, or, completely throw them in lava or something. It all depends on what the death is like. And these are subject until I'm actually able to do them. So until I build the graveyard, no graves will be built, but I will keep track of how many times I die in order to build so many graves. Deaths of villagers or pets also must be created a grave. Every villager, every pet, and every animal must be named, unless they are specifically being farmed for food. Which means if I have a cow that I specifically go for milk, it will be named, but the cows that I have in a pen that I breed and kill repeatedly will not be. It also means that I think you can't name a villager, but you can name a baby villager or something like that. Isn't that a thing? We can test this, actually. Where are the eggs? Here we go. Villager and the tags. Name tag, I don't know. Fine, we'll just... Name tag. Oh, it's in tools. Okay. So let's spawn a villager here. Can we name you? Oh wait, we need a anvil, don't we? To actually name this thing. And I'll delete all this stuff that I'm spawning here. Let's name him Jim. Huh. Alright, well, And this guy doesn't count as a death, because I'm spawning him in. Oh wait, no, can't you get a baby from... Yeah, there you go. So you can cause a baby to spawn that way. Yep, we can name him Jim. Okay, so I'll have to spawn in babies. Oops. Forgot to kill Jim. I'm sorry, Jim, you don't get a grave. So that's the rule. I have to name villagers, I have to name pets, I have to name everything, and I can spawn in villagers when I have an appropriate building for them, or if I have an empty house. And we will be building houses of different varieties and stuff, and we'll be building like castles, walls, and everything, etc., etc., etc. Let's see, next rule. Each build, like I said, can be used with a command block or in any fashion that wouldn't be found, any fashion in the vanilla game that wouldn't necessarily be found in the survival, to help its purpose or to give some sort of functionality to the building. It's not just there for looks, it's actually functional in some way. I.e. like a factory that actually auto smelts if I have a setup for like a forge, a giant forge, or, and to do something that important, like to be able to instantly turn your ore into ingots, I would have it be a big build. It wouldn't be something like a little pool of lava with like a, I forget what they're called. What are they called? The like crucibles or whatever on them. Decoration, maybe? No? I don't know where they are. Brewing? Yeah, there you go. Cauldron, that's it. So, yeah, it would actually be a big build, not just a little thing. Zombies and zombie villagers can be either trapped or spawned in for appropriate parts. Meaning if I have like a shady neighborhood and there's like an arms dealer or something in there, I can spawn a zombie because he's all, trying to hurt you. But I would put him like behind a counter so he can't get out or something. Let's see. When I'm actually not in creative mode, planning stuff out, the minimum setting is easy, never peaceful. So there will be times that I die off camera, and I will tell you about them. There'll be times when I die on camera. The only exception to this is if I'm doing a montage of sorts. Um, I might leave it on, easy, normal, hard, whatever I'm on. But I might switch it to peaceful if I want to get like a specific shot in. So that's the only exception. And right now we are in peaceful, but that's because I was in peaceful in another world. In fact, we can switch that right now. Options, normal, back to game. All right, and I think that's it for the rules, and we might make more rules or amend rules or whatever as we go along. But I'm thinking that on top of this hill is going to be our main farmhouse. And then down in this valley here will be a pen for animals. And there will be animals in the farmhouse. And then up on this hill will be the farmhouse where the actual farmers live. And we might put a little like shed over somewhere, and there might be patches along the farmhouse or the barn. That's the word, barn. Ah, vocabulary. There might be areas along here for that. So let's go ahead and what's a good dimension for it? Let's see how long we can get. Because I'm thinking we want the farmhouse entrance to be facing here, and consequently there'll be one on the other side as well. But this will be the main one. And we'll probably get rid of this here. So we'll do a little terraforming in creative mode. Just to get the plans out. And usually I would do this with a shovel and actually keep the dirt, but for on-camera purposes, I'm taking liberties. And since this is the first episode and I just threw away my tools that I had, oh, come on. There's something wrong with my mouse. I think it's got, like, dirt on the sensor or something. It's not pulling like it should. Alright, so let's see. How wide can we get this thing? And we will do a little terraforming for it off camera, or not off camera, in survival. Let's see, is that wide enough? I think it should be a little bit wider than that. We'll probably fill this in. That's probably wide enough. Alright, so let's see. Let's go every other one to see if it's even or odd. It's odd. Let's go one more just to make it even. Actually, I think it's... There's the middle. So that's actually odd, not even. And then we'll come out this way. We want it to be longer than it is wide. So we might have to come out quite a bit. That's probably long enough, I'd say. Yeah. And this is going to be a very basic barn. It'll probably have a silo or something next to it. Oh, flower. Oops. And you came out one more. Alright. Boom. Okay, so there's the outline for our barn. And we'll probably have a silo over here, but we don't have to do that now. We don't have to do the pasture now. The house will probably terraform the top of this hill, which I mean, that was just a little patch over there. This is a lot of dirt, so I'll probably do it with tools. And we'll wrangle all these animals around here. And actually, this place over here looks nice. Pumpkins! Okay, yeah, this area over here doesn't look that bad. So we might do something, expand the farm off that direction eventually, etc., etc. So now you kind of understand how the series is going to go. Let's go back to the house and sleep. I should probably make another bed. Oh, I don't even have a sword now. That's probably bad. But I was thinking I should probably make another bed to bring over there just so I don't have to go through the nights building stuff. And the title of this series is going to be Breaking Blocks, which is, I'll get into that in a second. Let's just switch to peaceful just so I can sleep and get back to talking to you guys. This first episode is going to be an irregular episode as I explained things. Okay, so, yeah, it's going to be called Breaking Blocks because every so often, like I said, there's going to be times when it'll be a long time. This dirt block is here just to measure stuff. There will be times when it'll just be me talking and I'll be doing some menial task like just digging or building a random wall or something. And it won't be an entire build, and I'll be talking about something completely off topic. You know, something that happened, or some game that's about to come out, or has come out. Some news event, whatever. But the footage will be of me building or grinding something. And it might be uninteresting to some of you, but it's just a way to show you that I'm actually playing the game. It won't be like every other episode. It might be 1 out of every 5 episodes is like that. And it might not even be the whole episode is like that. So, and there will be a lot of, I can tell you, on that house over here, I took like 20 minutes changing just one aspect of it, and I'll actually show you some things that I like about this house. It's a small little house. There's not a lot to it. There's a whole lot of detail forced into a little space, so it looks kind of noisy to me. Some things could be simpler, more simple, and some things could be more complex. There's like random rose bushes. This wall over here is incredibly plain compared to everywhere else. I could probably put a window in that. But this little jetting out area here, that is what I'm talking about. That is, I took like 20 minutes and I got the whole structure of it, but I spent like 10 minutes just on the roof figuring out these little things here, which I actually quite like, because it kind of makes it look like it's hooked onto the walls a little bit. I spent a few minutes trying to figure out if this looked good, and I still don't really like it because you can, you see the dirt, and it makes it look like, when you're up here, the plant pot is the thing holding you in. So I didn't entirely like that, but it wasn't too bad, so I left it. And then I came up with this thing, which makes it look more supported. And I put them around where I could. This one obviously stopped there, but I put these two out. And I thought that made it have like an extra dimension. It also made it look like this log here wasn't just supporting it, but it was having help. I meant to put 2 others of these over here, but I think I put them over in the chest. Hold on. I have more somewhere. Yep. I bone mealed some. So we can go ahead and put 2 more in there. Oh, I'm in creative. Forgot about that. And I put in these buttons, which are supposed to be like nails every time there's a chance to nail something in. I did that. I put these above these things just to give it kind of like it hooks up feel. This I didn't really like, but I kind of had to do it to keep consistency. And I put these up here to kind of show that it was holding up the roof. And I put this little thing on the top because this was a smaller offshoot. And if this was like, if this part of the roof came out and the building came out further this way, I think it would make this look better. Because right now it makes it look kind of odd where it's the only thing that comes up like that. Because I don't have this one coming up, but I can't on this one because these are 2 stairs. This is a half slab. So, it's a little bit of difference and little... It was just something I threw together real quick, and then I spent, you know, way too long messing with these things here and with this here because this looked really plain, and I put these on here to kind of make it look a little different and yada 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 yada. So that's the kind of idea of this series, and I'll probably start building a little bit off camera over there, terraforming and whatnot, but first I have to go mining, which I will do off camera, because I have to get a lot more resources. I do have some, let's see, is it in here? Yeah, I've got some diamond, got some redstone, lapis, I got a whole lot of iron, and there was more back over that way, and this was a, I had these initially up there, and I needed redstone chests to put right next to the regular chests, so that's why I have redstone chests here. I think that, yeah, trap chest. This stuff I cheated in. I'm gonna take everything I cheated in out now, that I cheated in, to do the digging. Orange stuff I cheated in. Can run back over to the other place where all my chests are. And I do like these biomes. It's kind of got a canopy going. I'm not sure if we're going to build any tree houses or any major tree houses. Let's see. This stuff I found. This, and yes, I have mined that much iron. There's, that ravine actually goes quite far. All of this stuff. This is all the wood I got, plus, you know, that much wood. All that stuff I found, and all this stuff I found. And as you can see, I really need more cobblestone. So let's go ahead and delete everything that I cheated in. And we will... Game mode 0. We are now in survival. I do need to find sustainable food, because I haven't yet. Which is why we're doing the farm next. The farm is going to be the first thing, and we need to make some tools. So... let's get over yonder, and I'll make the tools on camera, and then I need to figure out a way to get up and down this thing, but I guess technically I could have this thing be my kind of elevator. So I'll probably go in creative mode to get down there. We need to make some torches, because I only have 21 of those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'll make a diamond pickaxe, but everything else will be out of iron. We can go ahead and smelt some of that. Oh yeah, got some stone in there. Oh, that's some stuff there. That needs to go down here. Oh, wait, I need some wood. So we'll just grab this spruce. Bam. And I already need a lot of food. Luckily there are quite a lot of chickens around, so I don't feel, and I got a lot of their eggs, so I don't feel bad about killing them. Oh, look. I got 2 achievements with that one thing. Alright, 3. Can make an axe, I suppose. Bam. And a shovel. Oops. Bam. And we need a sword. See, I hear a chicken. I hear a chicken. Bam. Oops. Alright. So let's go kill said chicken. And there are plenty of chickens around here. There are also plenty of pigs and cows as well, but they're a little bit spread out. More spread out. There was more chicken somewhere, I thought. There's also a lot of mushrooms, so I can make mushroom stew if I need to. But I would like feathers for arrows. I might also MC edit in spawners, should I need have an actual building that would take spawners, you know? Let's go ahead and switch that out. Little trick there. If you have a smeltable object and you immediately switch it out, and this bar won't reset for it. It's a cool little trick I learned. Alright, let's see. Let's go hunting for a bit, and I'll end it on that. And then I'll go down into the mines and derp around. I'll keep the recording set up, though, just in case. Let's go ahead and take a few of these. Kind of every other one, so that they can still spread. Bam! Get jumped on. And it's already getting to be nighttime, which is kind of... wow. It's surprising. Pig! Where? I hear ya. Where's the... oh, there it is. Tree pig! Tree sows. There's another one. And we're nowhere near the farm, so I don't mind killing them. Oh, there it is. I hear ya. I see ya. Yeah, actually this one might not be the one I was hearing, but oh well. And there's a skeleton. I also don't have any armor. I probably should have made armor. And yes, all the stuff that I've built so far wasn't peaceful. That's why I'm getting all the new achievements. Ooh, spiders. Yeah, probably not the best place to be is under there. Although it does seem like an interesting place for ultra hardcore. Would be quite an interesting place, and I need to move in all this stuff into oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. Make sure nothing's behind us. Kill. Oh man. Okay. So I can die now, quite easily actually. Back off, dude. And I will eventually, I'm sure, get like a beacon. And I will go through like all those really big things that you have to build. You need to beat the Wither for a beacon. I will actually beat the Wither, and I will build the beacon legitimate. I won't like cheat it in or anything. And I'm trying to think of what could happen when I beat the... or if I beat the, Ender Dragon? And get an Ender Egg. Or a Dragon Egg. Is it an Ender Egg or a Dragon Egg? I don't know. I forget. Because that would be kind of cool, and that I might actually use... ah, damn. Come on, dude. Where are you? Ah, crap. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Nothing? Nothing. That I might actually use for the teleporter. I might have to have, like, one central magical battery that revolves around the, you know, the Ender Egg. And that's what I use to power everything magical in town. Oh god, I could die here. I forgot how freaking tough these guys are. It's kind of insane. It's easier almost to kill a player than a Enderman. Alright, so as soon as I get suited up here completely, I'll go ahead and cut it off. Although I'm sure you guys are having fun watching me fight off the Endless Horde from this area that I should have had lit up. But I didn't, because I was in peaceful. That is kind of how I work. You just got, like, demolished, guy. So 3 Endermen and not 1 Ender Pearl. That's kind of surprising. kind of very surprising. Oh wait, there was something else I cheated in, wasn't there? Yeah, the bone meal. I'll have to throw away the bone meal. Actually, we can just... We'll toss it over here. So it can despawn. I remembered that because I saw my bones here. Alright. Boom. And... Let's see if... Oh, God. I think, yeah, he did hit me. God damn it. I want, like, this isn't going to be my house. This house might actually end up being demolished by the time, you know, there is actually something that can be considered a town here. But my house is going to be the biggest house. I'm going to be like the mayor slash head guardsman slash planning committee slash everything in this town, pretty much. And I can jump out this way. Easy escape. Hey there, Enderbutt. Enderbutt! You jackass. Yeah, you're a jackass. Aren't you? Aren't you? That's what I thought. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, man. Making me mess up my rose bushes. Hey, look, an ender pearl. And, some builds might actually require me to put something into them. Like, for the teleportation thing, I might have to put in something like 3 ender pearls, I don't know. We'll make rules depending on each build, you know. And everything needs to actually be able to, in real life, do what it's doing. If it's something that occurs in real life, you know, it has to realistically be able to do it. So this crane can obviously pull up and pull down, you know, platform. Even though it doesn't have any, like, operational things up there, I should probably put some levers up there eventually. So yeah, that's where we are. I am fully suited up now, so I will say adieu here for the first episode of Breaking Blocks with Remy. If anybody has any ideas of something for me to build, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. And actually, here, hold on, before that is, we move on, I want to show you something on the other island that we're going to turn into kind of the factory island. I do not... Oh, there's wood. Okay. Actually, I had enough wood in me. I had enough wood in me. That is not something I thought I would ever say. Alright, so let's put all our stuff in here. Or all the stuff that's on me. And game mode 1. Let's fly over to the other island. I'm going to show you something really cool. I completely forgot about it. But we're also going to make a road coming off this bridge, so I'll have to resolve this somehow. And I kind of want to get rid of this little island, but I really want to keep this island, because this just looks awesome. It's like a little floating thing. I might make it, like, magical. Like there's a mage that lives out there. Alright, and then this road will come up, and, you know, it kind of follows this curvature, and I'll probably have to knock this whole thing down. And this area will probably be, like, the main distribution center for this whole entire island, which is the mining island. You know, it's got the iron factory and everything, but this thing that we're about to fall into is just awesome. There's one tree, there's this giant waterfall, and just canyon everywhere else. It's just walls. So I thought that, like, spawning right here would have been awesome. That just would have been awesome. And I mean, I know that if you spawned here when you world generated, it would take a while for the waterfall to get down here, but still. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. So I think I might make this like a little oasis, relaxing place for all the workers that work on this island. Oh look, a little glitch. Let's try and fix it. No? There we go. So yeah, that's kind of cool, and it's, you know, one of those snow-capped places, and yeah. So, I think it's a pretty cool area, and I like how I'm getting closer to this, and yet it's unloading. Um, so we have a pretty cool area to build in. It will take lots of work, but this is kind of... I get kind of uninspired in other Let's Plays of Minecraft, like Inferno Mines isn't really uninspired, but I don't know what tactic to use to get that final wool. So it's kind of on hold until I figure that out. And the Terraria Let's Play, I could probably get back into. Um, but really the only thing I didn't touch on was specifically caving and the leatherworking, which isn't that hard to find out. I actually did it right, but I thought I was doing it wrong because it was taking so long. And the... Let's see, what's my other... Oh, the building the Laputa. I'm still working on it, don't worry. I work on it at least once a week. That's kind of like my rule, is to work on that at least once a week. It might not be very long, only like an hour, but I'm still getting progress, chipping away at it. It is a very big build, and I will update it when I think an update is worthy. And I might do some other things building-wise, and I like how you can see that in the background. I think that's cool. Let's see, other Let's Plays. Let's touch on those. We got, for the Terraria, I want to do a Terraria Let's Play when Terraria finally updates. But I'm not sure when it's updating. I haven't checked it in a while. It might have already updated. But I think I would have heard about it if it had already updated. For... Let's see, what other series? Oh, for Bioshock Infinite. I pretty much only do those when I feel like playing a first-person shooter that isn't Team Fortress 2, which isn't that often. And I usually take a big chunk out of them at a time. So it will come, and I don't know, I guess that's Enderman Grief right there. It will come, it's just, it'll be a little bit. And actually I should go and get my stuff, shouldn't I? What other series do I have? Seems like there was some others. Oh, my roguelike rampage. That one will come. My birthday's coming up, so I'm hoping to get some birthday money, and I'll probably buy some other roguelikes that are cheap off of Steam and review some of those, because so far all the roguelikes I've done have been free, or I've been playing the free versions of them. And feel free to suggest stuff for that too in the comments of those videos. I have one that somebody suggested, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but I played it once, and it seems like a good game, but I think I have to play it more to kind of get a grip at it before I can actually be any amusing at playing it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Lately I've been trying to get an actual job. I would like for this to be my actual job, so if you want to help me with that, go bug people to subscribe and watch my videos and like them and everything. But self-promotion, yay. But yeah, I have to look for an actual real-life job. And so that's taken a lot of the time away. And I think after I get the job, I'll actually have more time than when I don't have the job, because looking for a job is kind of time-consuming. And I've been in one of those ruts where when I do have time to record, it's something that I don't really want to do, or I can't record the game that I want to record because it's like on my DS or it's on my Nintendo 64 and I don't have a capture card. I should get a capture card. So yeah, if I ever do get a capture card, expect some retro games. I'll be playing my NES like none other. So, this is Remy, finally signing off from this new series called Breaking Blocks. That's Blox spelled with an X, because I can't spell. Actually, I can spell Blox. We're being clever. We're being clever in an unclever way. Anyway,